It is also possible to obtain an equivalent optimization problem by adding or removing variables. So for instance, we can introduce new variables as follows. So let's say we have a problem f naught of x, minimize f naught of x subject to fi of x less than equal to 0. Then this problem is equivalent to minimize t such that f naught of x less than equal to t, fi of x less than equal to 0. So observe here that this constraint remains the same, but this particular objective function now becomes a linear objective with the constraint of the form f naught of x less than equal to t. Note that in case this is convex, in case this problem is convex, which means that f naught is convex and all the fi's are convex, then this problem would also be convex. Right? So in that case, this problem would also be convex because the constraint of the form f naught of x minus t less than equal to 0, where optimization variables are x and t. Note that this is optimization with respect to x and t, while this is optimization with respect to x. So a constraint of the form f naught of x minus t less than equal to 0 is clearly convex in x comma t, because you can see that this term is convex and this term is affine in x comma t. So therefore convex minus affine is convex. So therefore this problem is also convex. So by the way, this particular way of transforming is called the epigraph trick. So please remember this, because this will be immensely useful in manipulating many problems. So the epigraph trick will be very useful when we are manipulating problems. We are actually going from a problem in Rn here to a problem in Rn plus 1. We are increasing the dimension of the problem, or in other words, we are introducing a new variable t. Then it is also possible to introduce slack variables in the same way. So what are slack variables? Slack variables are introduced whenever there are inequality constraints. So you can express the inequality constraints as follows. So suppose that you have an inequality constraint of the form ai transpose x minus bi is less than equal to 0. Then this constraint can equivalently be written as ai transpose x minus bi plus si equal to 0. So what I'm doing here is I'm adding something and saying that the sum of this, which is negative, plus something is equal to 0. Naturally, this something has to be greater than equal to 0. So therefore, these two constraints combined are equivalent here. Right? So this is like introduction of slack variables. We have introduced additional variables as well as additional constraints here. But there are certain algorithms which will require us to put it in this form, and the algorithms will only work for problems which are in this form. So that's why this might be important. So this is an example of this we will see later. And finally, the equality constraints can generally be eliminated. So whenever we have equality constraints, it may be possible to eliminate them. A simple example of this is, suppose that I am minimizing f of f1 of x1 plus f2 of x2, where x1 plus x2 is equal to 1, where the constraint is that x1 plus x2 equal to 1. So can we eliminate the equality constraint? You can see here that if I substitute x1 equal to theta, then x2 becomes 1 minus theta, because this constraint has to be satisfied. Then the problem can equivalently be written as minimize f1 of theta plus f2 of 1 minus theta, where the minimization is with respect to theta instead of x1, x2. So this is one way in which equality constraint can be eliminated. So is this kind of transform always possible? So what is the general version of this transform? So in general, let's say that you have a problem of the form minimize f of x subject to ax equal to b. And let's say that A is in R m cross n and X is in Rn, so that B would be in Rm. Let's say that this problem is solvable, this problem is feasible, which means that the constraint is satisfied. Suppose that there exists some x0 such that Ax0 is equal to B. So let us consider the feasible region, the set of all x for which Ax is equal to B. Observe that for any x in this set, it holds that Ax is equal to B. So suppose we write this x as x minus x0 plus x0, then it can be seen that Ax is equal to, for any x in calligraphic x, Ax is equal to A times x minus x0 plus Ax0. And note that this should be equal to B, while this is already equal to B. So this implies that A times x minus x0 is equal to 0. So if we denote this thing by V, we can see that V should belong to the null space of A. Equivalently, you could say that V is of the form C times U, where the columns of C belong to are actually the basis vectors of the null space of A. So the columns of C are the basis vectors of the null space of A. And V is C times U. V is basically any vector in the null space of A, and therefore it can be expressed as a linear combination of elements of A, specifically basis vectors of NA. So in other words, the set calligraphic X can be written as set of the form which has points of the form Cu plus x0. For all U in, U would have as many elements as the dimension of null space of A. So if the null space of A has dimension mod of NA, then that would be the dimensionality of U. So this is another way of writing the same set. So in other words, the problem can be written as minimize f of, and then instead of x, I substitute Cu plus x0. And this would be in terms of U. And the constraint, there will be no constraint because the constraint is already eliminated. We have already said that x is of this form. So in other words, if you have equality constraint, you can eliminate them in this way. Note that this is only in theory. In practice, it is not necessary that you must eliminate the inequality constraint. It is not necessary that the problem will become less complex by eliminating the equality constraint. It may become, depending on the problem, or it may not become also. So we have seen several ways in which we can obtain equivalent problems. And this kind of manipulations will be very important throughout this course.